Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys today, guys. Of course, you're continuing the journey of X-Men Evolution. This is Season 2, Episode 11, Operation Rebirth. Interesting title. Now, there was some talk last week about the episode order that I'm watching this show in, because apparently Walk on the Wild Side or something like that, whatever last week's episode 10 for me was, apparently on Disney Plus, it's episode 13. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. All I know is I'm following the order of the fan HD upscale version of the episodes, and I'm following that order, and so far until last week's episode it's been fine. There's not been really any discussion about in terms of episode order. All I know is that Ben 10 had the same issue. That's why I had a fan sending me this stuff in the correct order, so I watched the show in proper production order. And maybe that's the thing here, where it's production order that I'm watching in and that it's airing order on Disney Plus. I don't know. All I know is that I do apologize, but this HD upscale is better quality. I've compared it in the past to previous episodes of Disney Plus and this HD fan upscale, and this fan upscale is way better. So I'm watching that order, so I do apologize if it is a little out of order. I do apologize once again. Now, last week's episode for me, it was overall interesting. The music video in the middle was kind of strange, but at the time it kind of made sense because at the time period the show was made and everything. Still, once again, there's no real explanation how Rogue and Katie got into that group of, you know, the Sirens or whatever, the Bayville Sirens or whatever they were called. There's no real explanation on that, but regardless, I enjoyed the episode overall. It was cool to see them all kick ass and take names, and Mystique let them go, which is interesting. I wasn't expecting Mystique to let them go, but there must be a reason for it. I don't know why, though. But anyways, guys, I'm ready to jump into this next episode to see what happens, guys. Let's jump it in. Anyways, I can't even talk today. Operation Rebirth. Let's go.
Could be the target. Switching to stealth mode.
Who's tracking him? He knows.
Alpha team, move.
What is going on? Holy crap. Exactly, they can't make it through that. Nope. Shit.
Right there.
Shield?
Or should I say,
Seriously?
Weapon X.
I have to pause because holy crap, Shield? Are you serious? Okay, that makes a little more sense, and especially when he says Weapon X. So are they taking him back? Are they trying to attempt to take him back because he's Weapon X or whatever? Or, I don't know about that because, you know. But what does S.H.I.E.L.D. want with him?
Actually, you're going by Wolverine now, aren't you?
Fury. I got just one word for you. Goodbye. Okay, Patch. What's this about?
Patch?
I don't work with S.H.I.E.L.D. anymore.
Oh.
Rebirth's been stolen.
Impossible. Rebirth was destroyed. Rogers and I made sure of it.
Whoever it was managed to do this to a titanium steel door, as well as knock out S.H.I.E.L.D. security with some kind of magnetic pulse. We're talking Mutant here.
He just said Rogers. He fucking said Steve Rogers.
Lunkhead.
Oh, you're gonna push
He's wearing
me
a star on his...
Please lay your finger on me.
Ah, what the heck are you?
You don't remember any of this. You're
Thank you.
going to leave now.
Yeah. Exactly what Operation Rebirth was. Early attempt at genetic engineering. Crude, but powerful. The idea was to create super soldiers for World War II. Yeah. Steve Rogers.
Wait. Come on. Yeah! Yes! Oh my god! Come on, I want to see more.
You knew about this
Come on. That's awesome, dude.
I knew you were older than you look, but World War II. If Rogers was indeed the famed Captain America, that would seem to indicate the Rebirth project was successful.
Yes.
No.
I'm really liking this episode. Oh my gosh.
The percentage of the population possessing the X gene is increasing exponentially. It's
Wow.
becoming difficult to keep track of them. No way mutants are going to be under wraps for much longer. Yes, I suspect that's what Magneto feels as well.
Remember when I touched old Buckethead in New York? I got a
Buckethead.
dose of memories. They're kind of confused, but one's like this big metal dome half buried in rocks.
You are not going along.
then you ain't finding it. Besides, from what I can figure out, nobody can get through that dome without the power of magnetism.
Or
Teleportation! Yes!
Yeah.
We're on a mission! Hey,
Yeah, this is not like a little fun mission, though.
Spare me.
Cap, I think you've met Logan. He's with Canadian Special Forces. From what I hear, he's almost as tough as you are. You don't get parachutes.
Oh, Jesus. Is Capcom ever going to talk, though? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. They jumped into the explosion, though. Oh, wow. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What's your name, son?
Eric Laneshare. Thank you for saving us. Thank you for saving us.
Dude.
Commander.
He has to know that. Does he know that's the same person that's Magneto? He has to know.
What? Cellular breakdown. Captain America.
Oh, shit.
Dying.
Can I ask what happened to the Rebirth project? I mean, did they solve the problem?
They didn't get a chance. Cap and
Oh.
another guy shut down the Rebirth.
Another
project
guy.
permanently.
Let's rock and ride!
They're having too much fun. At least Kurt is a little bit. Where are they coming from? The rockets, exactly? Come on. Ooh. Who's in it? Who's in it?
Someone's already inside it.
Sabretooth, of course.
Nice of you to pay us a visit, Wolverine.
Wait, he's back to looking like himself, kinda? I'm guessing the effects wore off. And that's my guess. From season 1 finale.
I've been working out.
Who's in it?
Hey, mister.
Is Magneto's in it?
Favor.
I think Magneto's
This
in
chamber
it.
is not good for your health.
This chamber is going to save my life.
Wow.
But this rebirthing chamber is my last chance to survive.
But this thing's supposed to be dangerous.
Are you that much like your mother?
Kurt! Forget him!
What are you waiting for, kid? Pull the pin!
Wow. He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Oh, shit. Now he pulls it. 5 seconds? Jesus. I mean, you already went through it, right? It shouldn't matter that it's gone? This is weird. This is starting to a weird direction a little bit. This is weird, dude. How do you stop it? Shit. He wasn't gonna let that happen again.
You spared my life, so I will spare yours. There was a small boy in Poland who owes you that much.
What?
It's been a long time, Cap. You gotta know we'll find that cure.
Dude.
I promise you that.
Dude.
It's you and me, we made a great team.
You were never here.
Yeah, I know the routine.
There's no question this is easily one of the best episodes of the show. And yes, part of the reason is because Captain America is in the episode. But there's some other things as well that makes it a very good episode. So let's just dive in, shall we? Let's just dive in. I do have one small critique. Cap did not talk in this episode. I didn't like that. Now, he made some grunting noises when he's in pain or whatever, because they revealed that the super soldier serum, Project Rebirth or whatever, Operation Rebirth, whatever, for the Rebirth project, it was killing him, right? So we heard some grunting as he's like in pain, and Logan sees that or whatever, but he doesn't talk at all. I kind of wish he did. It's kind of frustrating he didn't speak, but it is what it is. I get it. It's a creative choice, but I don't agree with it. I wish he would have spoke, even just a little bit in the episode, because his role is not significant to the episode, but it is important to the narrative in terms of the whole operation being destroyed. We saw how, in terms of Cap, and as Logan said, another guy, destroyed the original chamber and everything, and the whole, room or whatever, it was all gone, but there was a backup. Of course there was a backup. Of course there was. And Magneto was using it, and then they show in the flashbacks how they saved Magneto. So that's interesting, right? So we know within like the original X-Men trilogy, of course, with Ian McKellen's Magneto, we saw where him as a young boy during the war. We see him using his magnetism, and we see that here when Cap is there saving the people, and of course Logan's there as well. They're working together, and they save young Magneto, right? And at the time they had no idea. They just like all of a sudden Logan just sees this guy, this boy use this ability to throw back those bombs or whatever, those like grenade type devices. So they didn't really know, but that in turn made it to where Magneto, even though it was never mentioned beforehand because they faced off before in the show, they've been in the same room, but this was the one instance where, first of all, Kurt made a decision, which I'll talk about in a second. So the fact that was one of the bigger points that I think really made this episode really good, in terms of him like feeling, confused on what to do. I'm trying to find the word. But Magneto said, a little boy that you saved, and I said Poland or whatever he said, like a little boy, like basically, can grant you to live because, Kurt, you saved my life, you allowed me to go through the machine, and Logan, you and Cap, you saved me, so I'm gonna allow you to live. So, and then of course he wouldn't tell them, he wouldn't tell Kurt or Rogue what that meant. He's like, no, I don't have the time for that. Like, you got the time, but whatever. But they saved young Magneto, right? I like the cap suit, by the way. Love the design, classic. It's really, really cool. And I love seeing the actual, like, the birthing of Captain America where he's actually in the machine itself or whatever. That was really cool to see that. And them saving that soldier there. And then, because at first I thought it wasn't Cap. I thought it was like, Wolverine or whatever stopping that, airplane from attacking that guy. No, it was Cap, and it was a cool reveal. Tucking off the jacket, cool suit or whatever. It was really cool. And then they meet each other and all that. Now, I'm pretty sure, because it wasn't really shown, that Wolverine didn't have his adamantium at the time or whatever. I think Weapon X or whatever happened later. I'm pretty sure. I'm just guessing because we didn't see that. We just see like he's strong, but I don't think the adamantium and the Weapon X thing came in, I think, later in the mix. I think timeline-wise. Because he's like, well, after that, it got a little fuzzy. So I'm assuming that's when Weapon X kind of happened. So, yeah. So that was cool to see the flashbacks or whatever. And then, of course, Wolverine helping Cap destroy it. Because, see, I thought they were going to go the route of Cap died, right? That he died, even though it was successful, in a sense, successful. He still died from the super soldier serum. Well, actually, no, he's now put on ice. He's in S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's the thing. The opening of this episode, the S.H.I.E.L.D. was revealed. They were the ones following Logan, trying to attack him or whatever, or at least try to get him to a certain direction. And there's Nick Fury. Now, Nick Fury is there not so much to cause problems, but to say, hey, look, there was a backup to the program for Cap. Because when he said Rogers, I wasn't expecting to see Steve Rogers. I thought they were just like name dropping Steve Rogers in the episode. No, they actually showcased him. But Nick Fury said that, there's an issue, this guy with magnetism, you might know him, it's a mutant thing. It's probably a mutant thing. Stole a backup of that Project Rebirth. I think that episode's called Operation Rebirth, but still, the Project Rebirth, yeah, backup was stolen. Now, I wasn't expecting Wolverine to allow Kurt and Rogue to go along with the mission. I thought they maybe would sneak on whatever, plane or whatever in this term, like that very fast helicopter they introduced, I think at the end of season. Was it the season 1 finale? Yeah, because that's because Mystique was with them during that. So like that was the first reveal of that really fast helicopter. I thought they would sneak on, but no, it was all planned out and everything. And also they threw this like little thing in. If you're not really paying attention, if like you're a younger kid watching the show for the first time, maybe it's something you just don't want to think about too much. But they really made a point to mention Cerebro can't keep up with all the new mutant genes and all the potential mutants that are rising up out there in the world. It's kind of hard to keep track of all of them. And Wolverine says, well, it seems like, not too much longer. We'll have to reveal ourselves or mutants won't be really hidden anymore. So that's an interesting little tidbit about potentially mutants could be exposed to the world, potentially within the show, because of the fact that there's more mutants popping up or potential people with mutant genes are popping up on Cerebro. It's hard to keep up with all of them, so I don't know. So they get to the desert, and of course they use a previous plot line where Rogue, a few episodes ago when they're in New York, and she mentioned New York where they're there with Angel and everything, she touched Magneto, which she tried again in this episode, it didn't work out too well, but she touched him briefly and then had memories, and one of them was this like metallic dome within the Sahara Desert, and that's where they find the other chamber. Now, Sabretooth's there. Sabretooth is back the way he's looking like he was before the transformation at the end of season 1, so I'm guessing the effects wore off, because he looks like himself again. There's like the newer version of him. I forget what word it was, but he says, aircraft, aircraft. That's what he said at the season 1 finale. It was so funny. He like checked like the beeping, beep, 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 aircraft. He looks more like himself before the transformation in the chamber at the end of season 1 of the show. So I guess the effects wore off, just like with, Scott and his brother. But regardless of all that, little fight scene, pretty cool. But the thing was, is Magneto was the one that was in the chamber, and he is really showing his age. He's like, my mutant abilities were keeping me alive and keep me basically going at a certain point, but now I can no longer do it on my own. And then Kurt has this moment of like trying to decide, because Rogue and Wolverine are both yelling at him to pull the plug, pull the damn bomb. And he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to do it. And I understand, right? Because he's like, do I want to take a life? Because that was never discussed in terms of like going on this mission. You're going to blow up the machine with someone in it, especially somebody, even though he was a bad guy, he's dying, but you still need to blow it up. There was never, I guess the discussion was more so, we're going to blow up the machine. Never once was it discussed, if someone's in the machine, maybe we should question it, maybe we should think about it, and maybe not decide right away, but they're screaming, blow it up, let him go. It's like, shit. But then Magneto says, look, you're going to destroy my only chance. And he doesn't say, I'll die, but we know what the implication is. But then he throws in the line that I think was so harsh. Are you going to be like your mother? Like something along the lines of that, saying, are you going to be like your mother, Mystique? You're going to be like her? Because implying that she would be the one to blow it up. And that really caused him to pause, because he knows his mother, in a sense, especially with all the bad stuff she's done. He really doesn't know her as a mom. And then that's what caused him to pause. And the machine kicked on, and then Magneto was brought back to a certain state, and he seems more powerful. And he creates like this like, not robot, but like this like metal like creature. I have no idea. It was such a weird moment, but I mean, I don't know. I guess it just sounded, I mean, because if you think about it, Magneto hasn't really built something like that to use and attack the other mutants before. So I guess he's even stronger now with his magnetism, his actual mutant abilities. So maybe that's what they were kind of showcasing, but it was kind of a weird moment, but it's okay. But Cap's on the ice at the end of the episode, which I think was a good decision, because I thought they were going to reveal that Cap died, but no, he's on ice at S.H.I.E.L.D. And I don't think we're going to see Cap come out of the ice before the show ends. I feel like it's just something they just basically said, that Wolverine's going to be there. He's always trying to look for the cure, to try to figure out a way. I don't know if they're ever going to do that. I feel like this is going to be to where Cap is stuck in the ice, and then we'll just never see him get out again. But I could be wrong. But it's also a way to keep the idea of the potential Avengers out from this show. Even though it would be cool to see the Avengers, this show is like has the X-Men, but they're in secret, and they're, you don't want them out and about. And it seems for the most part there is not other hero groups. There's no Fantastic Four as far as we know. There's no Avengers, because they're watching TV or listening to the news quite a bit. You would think there'd be like news of like, there's a spider character in New York City. Oh, there's this group of heroes called the Avengers. There's a group of 4 people called the Fantastic Four. You think they would hear some sort of news piece about something like that. So it seems like to me, with Cap being on ice, maybe it's a Tony Stark out there, but maybe he never becomes Iron Man or whatever, and maybe there's a Black Widow, but we just, there's a S.H.I.E.L.D., so maybe, right? I don't know, Hawkeye, the Fantastic Four, maybe they're lost in time or lost somewhere, who knows, right? There's a lot of possibilities, but I think it's going to be like just sticking with just the X-Men, which is fine, but it would be cool to see the larger universe of this Earth, but you get what I'm saying. But anyways, guys, what did you guys think of this episode overall? I really enjoyed this episode, guys. This episode was really, really good. I had a great time with it. Even though Cap didn't talk, had a great time with it. I'm curious to know your thoughts, guys. Whatever thoughts you have, guys, about this episode, let me know in the comments below. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.